Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. One of the easiest and fastest ways to see if a decision or an action is just is to put yourself at the receiving end. So let's say you are a lawmaker and you vote for a law. The best way to know if that is just or touches that kind of term and notion, you have to put yourself as the person who might be affected by that and see if looking from down up appears to be just or not, if you would like it or not. Do you think it covers everything? That's a basic knowledge, okay? This is normal. Now, I would like you to do this. I want you to put yourself in Russia's shoes. So you are Russia, the investigator is Sweden, you got another, suspect, which let's say it's United States of America, you have another suspect, let's say it's Germany or Poland, and you tell me if this seems to you as being fair or just. Remember, you are Russia. The judge/investigator is Sweden. Other alleged perpetrator suspects are United States and others. So this is you. This comes from Reuters. Doesn't come from Russian media. And it's from today, October 10th, 2022. Sweden will not share Nord Stream investigation findings with you, with Russia. I want to read it again. Sweden won't share Nord Stream investigation findings with Russia. I'm okay. Don't use the process, the methods, how you conducted the investigation. Even that should be exposed and say, see, we did this, we got this evidence, we spoke with this, we checked this, we controlled that. You know what I mean? Even that should be so anyone can see, unless you don't want people to see who is really in charge. For me, this is 99%. Russia is absolved of guilt. Why? Because if Russia would be clearly the one who did it, Sweden, remember this is Reuters, it's not Russia Today or anything. Sweden would say, yes, let's look, everyone. We're going to do it in the public square, because that's the way it's done in Sweden. I'm assuming free country with free people, right? That's how it's done in the United States. So what do you think? Is there a big fucking stinky rat somewhere? Or more than one? All right, Captain Obvious, let's move on. Sweden won't share findings of the investigation into the explosions of the Nord Stream gas pipelines with Russia. Authorities of Gazprom, Swedish Prime Minister Magdalena Andersson said on Monday. Well, for me it's no surprise that Magdalena will not do that. I mean, patriarchy is bad, matriarchy is good. A Swedish crime scene investigation of the Nord Stream 1 and 2 gas pipelines from Russia to Europe has found evidence of detonations, and prosecutors suspect sabotage. We got that one, okay? Everything up to pointing the finger, which is going to be like, that's the way. It's you. That's the way it's going to be. Russia. Oh, fuck. Last week, Russian Prime Minister Mikhail Mishustin sent a letter to the Swedish government demanding that Russia authorities, I don't know if it's demanding, but another word that I saw is requesting, but anyway, demanding is strong and ugly, but that Russia authorities and Gazprom would be allowed to be involved in the investigation. They said not involved. They said at least to observe. So they even wanted that, like, okay, yes, all right, let me see that. Okay, you put it over there. Okay, At least that, not even that, not involved, like bring your weasels to, hey, put this over there. Nothing here was nothing here. No, not even, not that. Just observers. Is that a stinky rat again? Or more than one? I do believe so. But the demand, according to this guy, was denied by Sweden. You don't have anything to hide. Because if you have anything to hide, you just show it, right? The opposite. On Monday, Andersson said Sweden won't even share the findings of the explosions that took place in the Swedish economic zone with Russian authorities. Why? We would like to know if it was the Americans or not. Can you tell us that? No, it was you. And I'm quoting, in Sweden, our preliminary investigations are confidential. Okay, if it's preliminary, it's preliminary. But the title does not say, it says findings. All right? And that, of course, also applies in this case, she told reporters. Okay, if it's preliminary, it's preliminary. But the title is misleading. However, Andersson said Sweden had no power to stop Russian vessels from visiting the site of the explosion now that the crime scene investigation was concluded. That means cleared and cleaned, sanitized. The Swedish economic zone, I'm quoting, is not a territory that Sweden disposes of. We have lifted the cordons. But if it's not, how in the hell, why do you have jurisdiction then? You either have or you don't. It seems like you had. You said, no, you can't come. No, you can't come. It's the economic zone here. No. And now it says, no, the Swedish economic zone is not a territory that Sweden disposes of. We have lifted the cordons now, and then it is also possible for other ships to stay in the area. Like what? Catch some tan or some sun rays or something? Can stay. Look at these weasels in the area. That is how the rules work, she said. Really? Talk about rules, huh, Magdalena? Swedish and Danish authorities have been investigating 4 leaks after the pipelines which link Russia and Germany via the Baltic Sea and had become a flashpoint in the Ukraine crisis were damaged last month. Europe, which previously relied on Russia for 40% of gas, is facing an energy crisis in the aftermath of Moscow's invasion of Ukraine, which has drastically cut supplies of the fuel. So, what do ya think? If I would have nothing to hide, I would have allowed anybody who wanted to be live with eyes open and watch or do whatever. I would have done that. But it seems like these guys have different kind of rules. And if about the, you see, the title was different than what Magdalena said over there. You know, the title is this: Sweden won't share Nord Stream investigation findings with Russia. Like that, weasel. You know, and then they say that they will not do it, and Prime Minister said, okay, Sweden won't share finding of the investigation. This is the first paragraph. Sweden won't share findings of the investigation into the explosions of Nord Stream gas pipelines with Russian authorities or Gazprom. Swedish Prime Minister Magdalena Andersson said on Monday. I didn't hear any preliminary. That's changed a little bit during this. So is there any misinformation here? Or what is this? By omission? Anyway, you don't share, you're a weasel. I would have allowed everyone to just take a look if I don't have anything to hide. Thank you very much for being with me again today. And if the rules are in such a way that don't allow you to have observers, that means the rules are top. And they need to be changed to be a more perfect union. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart. Look for the truth, not like those weasels. And be just.